Boom. We should be live. Let's see. Do a little refresh. Yep, we are live. Mute that. What's in the box? What's up, buddy? I don't know if you're still here. Big John or John D. What's up, buddy? Addicted. How you doing, bud? We'll wait for it to fill up a little bit. We're gonna install the quick connect, our quick setup that KGM came up with for the Vesla. Because this body and cage are hard to get on the way it is stock. And KGM came up with this little system. It's pretty legit. He does do something that I don't think I'm gonna do. Is he has it so you can take off the front part and leave the back part on, which is fine. But 99% of the time, I want the back off too. So I'm not gonna use these. They're like little nubs that would go here instead. But I like to just take the whole cage off. Hunter, what's up, buddy? CSL, what's up? Appreciate that, Addicted. Let me know how the sound is. There we go. So again, these right here, go on to the back here. I don't think I'm going to use them because, like I said, 90% of the time, I take the whole cage off. So on the back of this cage on the bottom, they have screws here too on the bottom, but there's also these pins that go through. So I don't think I'm even going to install these these screws and just use these. It seems sturdy enough. Did you guys see what the Traxxas did with the Raptor R? Freaking love it. No, I haven't seen that. What they do? I haven't seen. Yeah, I didn't see it at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. So with KGM's system here, normally there's two screws that go through the front here. This takes that place of screws. Boom. So you have these two little nipples poking out that you put body pins through, and then you just install this front skid. Because before it was two screws in here, four screws to take this off. It was a pain to get that body on and off, and then that covers it. So he honestly came up with a really good design. You guys gotta let me know what Traxxas did. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it just a body? They brought back the. Hold on. I'll read that after I try to get this first screw started. They brought back, and now it has 4S system. It's 4x4 and aluminum parts. That's sick, dude. 3 new colors and looks amazing. Hell yeah. Ultimate Raptor R. They're pushing Ultimate Series. I'm not surprised. I figured once they did the XRT and the X Max, I felt like they were just gonna keep going with that. It's kind of like their EXB. What's up, Earl? How you doing, buddy? You need a new slasher, maybe you should grab one. That'd be cool. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of their trucks should come with that. Like the only one that I know of off the top of my head that comes with the Bluetooth is the Nitro Revo. It looks badass. Exactly, EXP series for Arma, about the same. What's going on, Chef? Not much, man. Just working on the Vesla. KGM made a pretty cool design for easy on and off for this cage because it's always a bear with a crap ton of screws. So he made a piece that comes through here, gets covered up by the skid plate, so you can pop it on and off real quick, and then you replace the side posts with this, so you can pop them on and off. And then these would replace back here on the body, on the cage, so you can take the front half of the cage off without having to take off like 10 screws. But I don't think I'm going to use these because 99% of the time I take the whole cage off anyway. So I'm going to leave it like it is and not use the screws that go in the bottom in the back, and just use the anchor. They have like pegs that go through with body clips. That's plenty. I feel like they went overboard with how much they like try to keep this cage on. The Ultimate will come with Bluetooth. It should. I feel like a lot of their trucks should. For the longest time, it was only the Reba 3.3 that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the Reba 3.3 came with the Bluetooth module because they have the sensor for heat or for temp. The all like things decked out for $500 for that Nitro is pretty legit. It might have went up, but literally came with everything. All you had to do is add fuel. Your X Max Ultimate, nice. I would like to get another X Max at some point. I want to go Ultimate though, but doing good, working a lot of hours right now. Damn, dude. Oh, make that money, bro. So in the front, if you notice, you can kind of see the thing he made that replaced screws with these body posts, basically. And there's no play. It fits like a glove. It's not like it wiggles around or nothing. Gotta get that RC money for real. So that's the front. So these are the ones that you're going to mount to the chassis. And then if you notice, I did have to drill out the hole right here for just a little. And then this pops right through here when this is mounted to the chassis, because this was screws too. So it was 2, and then the 4 for the skid plate. So that's 6, 7, 8. And then you got 2 back here, 9, 10, just to take off the roll cage. The shop near you has X Max Ultimate in stock. Nice, dude. I'm just not, me personally, I don't, there's certain parts on the Ultimates that I don't think I want to keep metal. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. So honestly, I would just get an X Max and upgrade as I break, obviously. But then certain things that I just like to set up my trucks a certain way. The Ultimates are badass though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking crap on them. You you bought one of your big boys in there. They had no idea. Damn. Get to go buy Raptor R, but where I live, the colors are no good. Didn't. Oh damn, yeah, sus hunter. Yeah, if I can get a deal like you got, yeah. But all right, so now we're gonna swap this camera around, and we're gonna take off the stuff on the chassis. So again, this is was another screw on either side. So it was literally what I say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was 10 screws just to take the whole cage off on this thing, which is nuts. So these are the ones that the screws go through. These are the ones that KGM makes, and that just replaces that, like so. Pull this over a little bit so I can get to the screw. What's everybody up to today, man? I gotta run to Tractor Supply after this and get some more deer corn. And then I gotta cut my grass. Gotta do some things. That sick you got a good deal on it though. I'm hanging out in downtown Chicago. Gotcha. You're at work. Appreciate you coming in here, bud. Gotta get something to hold this nut. Let's see here. So close. The ultimate adjustable. Uh, assembling 911 motors, fifth scale, bash ramp. Hell yeah, dude. So again, this is how it looks now. You have to put screw through there. And then now it's just going to take a body clip Time to just thread it through. Maybe on the 4th of July, guy. I would like to get a gimbal for my phone before I do that again. Because the one I have is not very good. How you doing, guy? What you been up to, bud? I'm just literally too lazy to go walk to the other toolboxes to go get an actual wrench. Oh, there's one. So spending a banner up and smoke, right? Got you covered on a gimbal. I don't do the TikToks. I don't do the TikToks. I don't even think I have the app. Out on my patio. I could, but that stuff's expensive, man. I'm not made of money, bro. I was looking at one of those like the little cameras. The little cameras are on like their own gimbal and stuff, and you can live stream from them and stuff. But they're like freaking $900. No, I'm good, bro. I'll do this for a living. Earl's here, yeah, man. Earl's the man. Here with the family. I work in okay. Earl sometimes makes it, yeah, man. Earl, he does some guest appearances here and there when he can. I'd much appreciate it too. That's cool, Hunter Speed. I know it's cool that you guys know your guys' whereabouts. Maybe you guys can meet up and do a little bash. That's how me and Addicted met. He was in one of my lives. We found out we were close to each other, and then we met up, hung out. Where is? I just had him. I legitimately just had my vice grips, and now I don't know where I put them. This happens every live stream. Oh, right in front of my face. You've been all over the U.S. running RC cars. That's sick, dude. Now we're gonna take this one out. I did order the rest of the parts, or the majority of the parts for the mini bike, so I should be able to start that build soon once those get here. I got the stage 2 kit coming that comes with the cam, the flywheel, lifter springs, or whatever you call them, and I got the exhaust. So like we're good to go when that gets here to build that. I'm hoping it's here by the 4th, because I'm off on the 4th of July. There's that one. And then we grab the KGM designed cage holder doohicker. That's a technical term if you didn't know. Ah. I can put the nut back on. Might have to do one of those to line it up when we first set it up, but okay, yeah, for real. Yeah, that mini bar's gonna be sick when it's done. Should go about 60. You'd like to go to Ohio? Oh, you're gonna have to go meet up with somebody. That's sick, dude. Oh, my dog's freaking out. I want to make sure nobody's in my driveway. I had no idea what he's barking at. Boom. So again, that replaces the need to. This whole setup that he made replaces the need to remove 10 screws to get this freaking cage off. Your dog wants you to get a big bore, yeah, for real. So again, I'll show you guys. He also made these that mount to back here. It removes these screws and you can put these in there instead. But I'm not going to do that because that leaves the rear of the cage still on. And if I have to get into the different stuff, I'd take the screws out anyway. So I want it so I can just take the whole cage off, and the bottom, these two bottom screws go through the bottom of the chassis. I don't, even on my Baja that runs this kind of cage, I don't run these, and I've never had an issue. So I'm just going to run these. This is it's like a big ass body post that hold it to the chassis. And I've never had an issue with my Baja with just running those. So I'm just going to run those. And that way, there's literally no screws I need to take out to take this cage off. Actually, we're going to swap back to this camera. So we're going to take these two bottom screws out. And then we can put this bad boy on the Vesla. I also, while I'm messing with it, I want to swap the tires out. I'm going to take some of the knobbies off of my one Baja and put them on this. Boom, boom. Hey, God, we got to catch up, man. We got to do a little call. We haven't chatted in a while. If you're still here. And a guy pops it in and out. He's a busy dude. I'm super pumped about this mini bike project, guys. You have no idea. And again, we're still doing RC, obviously, but now I have room and land and stuff to do. Hell yeah. If you guys know a good starter welder, give me some ideas. Some I can pick up from Harbor Freight, maybe, or something. I don't need it to be crazy or nothing. Like a MIG, nice MIG welder or something. Give me ideas. I want to get into welding. The Hobart or Vibor. I want to hit up Vibor, actually. All right, boom. So theoretically, I should be able to pop these off. And should be completely no screws. Again, I did have to drill the holes here because these are screws. Again, it took 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 screws to take this off. It's insane. If you smash it twice, that's fine. But yeah, that's the only thing you have to do with the Kid GM upgrade. Just got to drill that hole out. Not a big deal. It's literally 3 seconds. So now we should. I might have to. This drops down below the seat, so I gotta. See, yeah. Theoretically, it should go like so. It should go like so. And then it should go like so. And boom, it's on. We don't like. Obviously, we had to add our body pins, but no pins in there. Let's see how she does. Obviously, it's going to flex a little because there's no pins in there yet. I got to put these rear ones in. Boom. Oh. Again, I'm popping out the front because I don't have body clips in there yet. Cool for me. Oh, yeah, once there's body clips in here, it's going to be sick. Let me go find some body clips. I might, since I'm not going to put these screws in the rear, I might find some kind of might just take this part of the cage off if I'm not going to run it, like in the bottom here. Let's see. Let me try to find some body clips. I know I got them. Just who knows where they're at. Here's one. Hopefully, it's the right size. Oh yeah. Body clip, where are you? Oh, there's another one. Oh, wrong camera. Oh, hell yeah. Now we just need two for the front, and we should be good. Why is that not focusing? Focus. Focus. Fade to black cameras, angles, and trans. I have to fade to black because running these, I run all three of these cameras through one port. Um, so when I swap, OBS leaves the other two open, and then that slows everything down. So when I swap cameras, I have OBS set up to shut off the other camera, and then it turns on the other one. That's why it fades to black and comes to the new camera, because one's turning off while one's turning on. I can add like infinite cameras now the way I have it set up. Everybody needs a bum cam, dude. I need to find some more body clip. There's one. Got these laying around everywhere, man. And then we need another one. Well, we find these pretty quick. That's so much easier than 10 screws. So much easier than 10 screws. I need to clean this camera. That's why it was all blurry. I gotta make my money somehow, guy. Come on, bro. We're creeping up on 3 grand, man. Or like 3,000 subs. That's crazy. Uh Again, no run video, but I've been doing these lives consistently. I get sidetracked. I do need to swap these tires out. I want to put on those knobbies. Yeah, it's I have it set up for cancellation. I can turn that up and down. If it's too quiet, let me know because I can adjust that setting. I've been messing with my audio, but I have my fans going, and when it's downpouring on my roof, it's super loud, but it blocks it out, so it only picks up my voice. But sometimes it's a little too quiet. Just let me know, and I can adjust all that. Again, it's a work in progress. Selfie pics, dude. I would. I have no shame, dude. There's a market for it. I'll do it. I don't care. What was it doing? Tire swap. Let me go grab my other Baja. Or one of my Bajas, not other. What's that? That looks like a wasp nest. No, it's a grown wasp nest. I do have a calendar. Actually, it's an old calendar. So if you guys don't, oh, we should probably saw cameras, huh? So if you guys don't know this, this is my, I call it the cracking Baja because it actually has a cracking cage that's pretty much the same cage that's on the Vesla. But this is actually a Baja. It's all decked out. It's got the aluminum arms, upgraded steering, um, the big ass upgraded HD um, drive shafts or CVDs, whatever the hell you want to call them. A 45cc engine, absolute beast, absolute beast. But we're going to take these tires off of this for now, and we're going to run these on this. These are a little worn down, but I think I don't have. Yeah, I don't have another set of these, but these should be night and day better compared to what's on the Vesla now. They're like a street tire, if you guys can see. Like they're not very good for where I drive. So these, the fronts are pretty knobby, but the rears are actually a little wider, obviously. So we're gonna put these on that. I'll probably just put these tires on here just so they have somewhere to sit. That looks sick. Yeah, this thing is awesome. This is I actually traded my X Max for this and the other Baja I had. The guy gave me two Bajas. This had a 32 in it, but I have a 45 in it now. And then the other one is the one I converted to electric because I had a bent chassis and a bad two-stroke motor. So I got a new front chassis for the Baja for like $30 and then threw an electric conversion in it. So I got two for an X Max and like $30. But I found out later, like a few months later, uh, after the trade. And again, I didn't like lie. We both ran each other's RC cars. He knew what he was getting. It was a fine X Max, nothing wrong with it. I found out through the grapevine later he regretted doing the trade. But again, I didn't screw the guy or nothing. He knew exactly what he was getting. I'm not that kind of guy. Boom. Then this is a pack here. I'm probably not going to run these tires on this thing, but it's just somewhere to keep them for now. And then we put this tire on the Vesla. Vesla. These tires should make a huge difference. Mets RC, what's up, buddy? Your MTXL still here. Long tire. Yeah, the tires are not very good, especially for where I live. But it doesn't really matter because I had tires. You know what I mean? I also have paddles that are on the electric Baja right now. Oh, wrong tire. I'm getting confused because I had the front to back and back to front. A little RC 69 going on. Yeah, there's a Baja on top. Has the 45, the extended hub, so it's wider. A bunch of stuff, dude. A famous quote from Guy. Hey, Mets, I got my own chainsaw now. Drop this barrel just the edge. Much appreciated, Addicted. Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. We're just putting these tires on. So one thing with these two-wheel drives, trying to put on the front tires, I find it hard sometimes because obviously they free spin, so you can't just shake it back and forth until it lines up. Trying to get my finger in here to hold it. There it is. A little snuggaroo. Boom. There's one side. And we just got this side to do. Take these off. Boom. Boom. But yeah, I've been wanting to swap the tires on this thing for since I got it, honestly, because these stock tires on these Veslas are not very good. At least for my location. And they're actually heavier. This stock tire is heavier than this, and this has a stiffening plate in there. That's crazy that that's actually heavier than this. And then we'll put this on this Baja, or on the Baja. I shouldn't say this Baja. I don't know. I gotta find somebody to do it for me. Oh, oh, that's the right way. Just gonna have a Baja Blast. Yeah, I feel like I'm not a big fan of that soda. I don't know if you guys are, but I think Baja Blast is kind of overrated. I can't get over how heavy these tires are. And again, these have that aluminum plate in here for stiffening up, and these are a good bit heavier. I don't have a weigher here, but they are a good bit heavier stock. It's crazy. Oh, okay. So yeah, no, nothing against Baja Blast. It's not my thing. I'd rather just have OG Mountain Dew. And even that, I'm not that much into soda. I'm not a real big soda drinker. All those action. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Another thing I think is super, super overrated and super gross. Takis. They're just salt. They're so salty. It's gross. I think Takis are so nasty. People laughing. Bob. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, tacos are gross. They're super salty. They're really no flavor but salt. They're just gross. Everybody's hyping them up, so I tried them once and they're just disgusting. And you can have your own opinion on them and stuff, but your opinion is wrong. They're gross and they're super salty. So we're gonna put this Baja away. Well, the Baja away. And we'll take a look at the Vesla with these new tires that are gonna make a huge difference in handling for sure. And we got the fancy KGM quick release going on. No more 10 screws to take it off. If you're interested in, if you have a Vesla and you're interested in his setup, he has a email in his videos. Shoot him an email, and they should, and honestly, it should work on this Baja cage because this isn't a Vesla or a Kraken, but it's a Baja. But it's pretty much the same cage. You would only need the ones for the front because this one, unless did I do the same thing on this one? Oh yeah, this one is further up. Those ones that we mounted to the chassis, you have to do a little bit of tinkering to make it work, but you should be able to make it work if you're not afraid to mess with some things. So let's get this Baja away. Should be good. These uh these tires are going to make a huge difference. I can't get over how much lighter they are, and they have those aluminum stiffeners in them. Those stock tires are so heavy. See if I can get this to. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus good. I don't know why. Yeah, these tires should make a huge difference. Hell yeah. I'm actually a big fan of these. I don't even know what they're called, but I got them for my electric Baja too. I have them in the front, and then in the back of the electric Baja is paddles, and they are aggressive paddles. We'll probably throw them on here at some point. This needs a couple more tanks ran through it. It's not completely broken in yet. I think I did like 2 or 3 tanks. Um, and it's running real fast. Someone was like, "Oh, I don't know why everybody gets these. They're so slow and this and that." Well, you just don't like two-stroke. It's fine. And mine's running super fast, so it doesn't have. Even when it hits the power band, it's a little fat still, but it's where I need it until I feel like it's done being broken in. But again, this quick connect stuff is like a game changer because honestly, it made it such a bear when you want to do anything with it to pull out. You literally had to pull off this front skid, then 2 screws underneath, a screw on either side, 2 screws in the back. There's literally 10 screws. So this is gonna like it makes it because like there's certain points you're like, I don't feel like doing all that just to get to like one piece, you know. This still has the broken pull start, but I managed to kind of make it work again. So we're gonna rock it because there's a huge hole in the bottom of it from when I hit that stump. This thing is diesel though. The shocks on it alone are nuts. Where we at? Oh wow, almost been an hour. That's pretty good. We normally end it about an hour in. What what's it called? Anybody gonna get that Traxxas? That Raptor? Again, I had to look it up. I haven't. If I knew about it, I would have talked about it on the live today. I need to start doing my research. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. We'll pull it up on the stream because I don't have it set up right now to do that. Normally, I'll set that up before I go live, and I don't want to do it while I'm live because if any of my personal information pops up, I don't want obviously it to be out there. So maybe next week we'll talk about that new Traxxas. I'm gonna have to run this bad boy now. See how these tires do. Again, these rear ones are a little worn down now because they have a lot of hours on them, but they should be night and day better than the stock ones. I'm still shocked at how light they are compared to the stock ones. Those stock ones are stupid heavy for no reason. I think too. I'm also kind of curious to see how the Baja, no, not the Baja. What is it? The 5T tires would do on this. That 5T is a different animal, though, man. That 5T is so much fun. Mess, next time you're here, we got to run that 5T. You want to say 700 for the new Traxxas? I need Traxxas to make a Ford Lightning for me to watch a full size. Yeah, that'd be cool. Over 1,000 in Canada. It sucks, bro. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to be in any hobby in Canada. I mean, I'm not talking trash, just like all the like just the border fees and all that stuff alone. Yeah, Max. Next time you're out here, man, we gotta run the 5T when you come pick up your MTXL. Strain exchange rate hertz. Yeah. 650. Got it. Back in my day, the Traxxas 4x4 was 179. We can also run the 12S stuff. It's a whole different beast right there, bud. Whole different beast. Yeah, 650 for a 4S. It is, right? It uses a JLVXL ESC. So it's a 4S at 650. What's like the other 4S one that honestly I haven't looked at so long. A 4S Typhon 470. LMT is 750. The Outcast 4S is 570. It's close to the same because you said it has the aluminum stuff on it and stuff, so it kind of meets up. And then obviously the Creighton EXP is 8 something. And then the normal Creighton is 7. So yeah, it's about right, I guess, compared to other things. 4S 5,000 mile. Yeah. I'd probably run a bigger mile just because, and if it doesn't fit, I'll make it fit. I have a Dremel. Hell yeah. But I finally, because KGM had that sent to me about a month or so ago. I just haven't, I always would forget it inside and then never bring it out here. Now that she's all set up, we're going to run it. See how she does, see how she holds up. I think he made a second iteration of the side post here by the first iteration. We'll see. You bought Marissa this past week to start the addiction. Nothing wrong with that, bud. That's a good starter. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was a quick. His setup's nice, man. And again, he has those other ones where actually it'll be easier on this camera. Where these would replace these screws here. So you can just pop off the front or most of the cage and leave this back piece on. But I like to be able to take the whole cage off. So I never put those screws in the bottom and the back here again and just use these body posts that comes with it. And honestly, it's how I've been running my Baja over there and never had an issue with it. So I'm going to run this. Your first RC was a Slash in 98. Hell yeah. Where we at? Oh, we're at 11. It's been the hour. We're going to end it like we always do. Wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, afternoon, or night. We'll catch you next week. I'm thinking about starting at 9:30. I don't know what you guys think. I've been doing 10. I started at 9. I'm trying to find a good in between. I think I might keep it at 10. So we'll see. But we'll be live next week. We should have a video next Saturday also. And yeah, we got the mini bike parts coming. Hopefully they're here before the 4th of July, because I'd like to start working on the 4th for America. I think 10 a.m. is good. Beautiful. 179. Had a dirt track? Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Like and subscribe, tell your buddies about me. I'm trying to get to 3,000. That'd be super sweet. And I appreciate you guys all coming in, man. I'll catch you guys next week.